Tadashi, you mustn't rely too much on the company as a salaryman. As long as you're a worker, you'll keep getting exploited.
My parents both worked for a trading company. Even as a child, I remember them working so hard that they barely had time to sleep, serving the company even when transferred to distant locations. But, Dad? In the end, my parents worked as the company demanded and were discarded like old rags. As a child, I realized that I needed the ability to earn on my own to adapt to anything. My name is Tadashi Uesugi. I'm 24 years old, and I don't have a girlfriend. Right now, I'm just a company employee, but my dream is to someday start my own business and live off it. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I quickly start tidying up. Leaving on time is a strict rule I've imposed on myself. That's why I prepare and plan thoroughly so I can finish my work within working hours. It's not like I'm slacking off or being lazy. I may do the minimum, but I complete all my tasks. For me, working at the company is just something to keep food on the table, a way to make a living, what I call rice work. Thanks for today. I'm leaving now. Maybe because of my parents' influence, the idea that overtime is the norm or that leaving on time is bad doesn't sit well with me. But no one in this company respects my way of thinking. He should at least do some overtime. I've got a live concert to go today too.
Seriously. Must be nice being a deadweight employee.
Especially these two, Chiba and Miyoshi. They're my colleagues, and they've labeled me as a deadweight employee since I don't work beyond my minimum quota. But I leave work without worrying about their cold stares, just like I always do. It's not like I'm denying their way of thinking. They could at least acknowledge mine a little. While muttering complaints, I sit down at my computer as soon as I get home. Outside of my company's working hours, I spend all my time on my side business. I import vintage clothing from America and sell it on my own website. It's what you'd call an import business. Sales today are 220,000 yen. Not bad, I guess. The advantage of overseas imports is that just sourcing from abroad drastically reduces competitors. Plus, since most vintage clothes are one of a kind, there's no direct competition, and I don't get caught up in price wars. Everything's not perfect, but I'm definitely earning more than my colleagues at the company. Is blindly following the tasks given by the company really the only right way to work? I'm doing the job I'm paid for, so there's no reason for anyone to complain. No matter how much you devote yourself to a company, there's no guarantee they'll always protect you. To me, overcommitting to a company without considering that possibility is just a waste of time. Times have changed, and there's no guarantee that unpaid overtime or long working hours will pay off anymore. There are risks to side businesses, but they're worth taking. In this era, having the ability to earn on your own is essential. All right, I refocus and dive back into my side business, clearing my mind of any unnecessary thoughts. One day, my sister Momo suddenly came to visit me.
Hey bro, have you been?
What's up, Momo? What's going on?
Please lend me some money, big bro. Please, without asking why. Please, I'm begging you.
It's rare for Momo to plead with me like this. She's currently in her second year of college, and I'm pretty sure she's working a part-time job. Despite her flashy gyaru appearance, Momo isn't wasteful and has never had trouble with borrowing or lending money. Plus, since she went through similar struggles with our parents, I tend to spoil her a little. All right, I'll do it. But I'm not lending you any money.
You're not?
I won't lend you money, but you can work for it. I suggested that Momo help me with my side business, and in return, I'd pay her for her work.
Got it. So it's like a part-time job, huh? All right, I'll do my best. Thanks for the opportunity.
And so, Momo started helping me with my vintage clothing import business from my house. All right, Momo, after you take a photo of the item, drag it here. Then input the price here and the size here. The photo caption is crucial. It's an important point that affects sales.
Like this? Drag it like the thing I'm always licking?
No, 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 that's not right. You do it like this.
Ugh, bro, you're so bad at teaching. I'm totally going nuts.
What does that even mean? Focus.
I can't do this, yo.
This is going to be tough. But being a kid of the modern age, Momo quickly got the hang of it.
But bro, we sold it. It's selling.
Finally, the vintage Skajan jacket Momo picked out and uploaded was purchased.
Yay, we did it.
Nice job, Momo. Making a profit through your own efforts is fun, right? It's a completely different kind of money compared to what you earn as a salaryman or part-time worker.
Yeah, thinking for yourself and working on your own is way more interesting than just following orders. This is so fun.
Right? This is your share of the profits, so let's keep up the good work and earn even more. Seeing Momo so happy makes me feel a bit happier too. One day, when I came home as usual, I found Momo with a woman I didn't know.
Hey, welcome home, bro. Today, I got a friend from a university.
The woman was slender and dressed in a simple one-piece dress, the complete opposite of Momo's flashy style.
Nice to meet you. I'm Anna Saijo. Sorry to intrude while you weren't home.
She's so pretty. Suddenly, a shock ran through me like a bolt of lightning. I'm Tadashi Uesugi, Momo's brother. Oh no, I think I'm in love at first sight.
Bro, isn't Anna a beauty? Hey, bro.
Yes, she's beautiful. I blurted out a weird response, and Anna gave me an awkward smile. At least she didn't get freaked out. Apparently, Anna had heard about my side business from Momo and became interested.
I'll be job hunting seriously starting next year as a third-year student, so I thought it would be nice to experience different types of work beforehand. I don't need money, but could I work here to learn?
Yes, absolutely. I'll make sure to pay you properly.
Deciding that quickly? Jeez, you're so easy to read, bro.
From that day on, the three of us, me, Momo, and Anna, continued the vintage clothing import business.
By the way, Anna, you always have such good taste in clothes.
Really? Oh, I'm glad. Thanks, Momo.
Where do you usually buy your clothes?
Well, I mostly shop online. Now that you mention it, our shop only has men's fashion, right? Don't you carry any women's clothing?
I'm not very familiar with women's fashion, so that's why. But with your keen sense of style and Momo's gyaru expertise, I think we can make it work. I gave the okay right away and left the women's fashion sourcing to them. One advantage of running a small side business is how quickly decisions can be made compared to large companies or organizations. Thanks to that speedy decision making, this new venture was a huge success. Meanwhile, the toxic work culture at my company had started taking a toll on its performance. Did you hear? Yamamoto from Section 3 quit because of health issues.
What? Yamamoto too? Lately, more and more people have been leaving. Why is it that other people are quitting instead of that deadweight Uesugi?
Employees like Uesugi who don't work seriously and act on their own are a cancer to the company. It's because of guys like him that the company's performance is tanking. 2 months after we started selling women's fashion, the site's sales had doubled. I left the operational work to the two of them and started focusing on the creative tasks that only I could handle. Things are going well, Momo.
Yeah, I can finally pay off the costume debt.
Costume debt?
Nothing.
She's a strange one.
You two get along so well. I'm really glad I can work here too.
After seeing Momo rush off to the bathroom, Anna chuckled softly. You'll be starting job hunting seriously this spring, right, Anna? So you'll only be able to work here for a little while longer, huh?
Actually, I was wondering if I could keep working here indefinitely.
What? I mean, that's amazing, but are you sure?
Yes, you're always so considerate of me and Momo, Uesugi. You're flexible with our working hours, and you stop us from overworking when it looks like it might happen. On top of that, your drive to build a profitable business is really inspiring. I admire that about you, which is why I want to stick with you.
Thank you. Hearing that makes me really happy. The truth is, I watched my parents get worn out by their jobs at a company. So I've been careful to make sure that neither you nor Momo end up like that. I began telling her about my parents bit by bit. Now, both of my parents are healthy, both physically and mentally, and they work at their own pace. But Momo and I saw how tough it was for them to get to this point.
Your care and drive when it comes to work come from those hardships, huh? But don't just focus on taking care of us. Make sure you take care of yourself too, Isugi. If you ever feel like you're pushing yourself too hard, I'll be here to support you.
Thank you. That makes me feel a lot more confident. Anna's gentle, comforting smile made me even more determined to succeed in our side business. I swore I would never make Anna regret her decision to work with me. From that point on, I implemented various strategies to grow the business. First, I stopped relying solely on importing vintage clothing. I turned my attention to exporting instead. Momo, what do people overseas want from Japan?
Character goods, duh. Japanese subculture is huge worldwide. Everyone wants stuff from artists and anime.
Of course, that's the way to go. I immediately started an Instagram account aimed at international customers and uploaded products that I thought would sell well. Then I made direct sales pitches to accounts that responded.
Since we only sourced items that were requested, we didn't have to worry about managing inventory.
Let's keep pushing to increase our sales.
I finally decided to quit my current company. The company had begun offering voluntary early retirement, and my side business had grown to a point where I could make it my main job. When word of my resignation got out, my two colleagues approached me. So, Uesugi, you've finally given up. Teamwork is everything at a company. It's only natural to dedicate yourself to the company.
You were a burden because you didn't have the mindset to belong to a company. With you gone, the company's performance should improve.
Yeah, no way will the company's performance improve just because I'm leaving. But if you want to keep dedicating yourself to a company like this, I won't stop you. Ha! If we all pull together as one team, the company's performance will definitely improve.
That's right. Don't come crying leader, saying you should have been more cooperative.
In my opinion, people with true cooperation skills don't outright reject differing viewpoints. They only know how to conform. In the end, I couldn't get along with the other employees, and I left the company. Years later, Chiba and Miyoshi had completely lost their enthusiasm and sat dejectedly. Damn, I can't believe we got laid off in the end.
I endured that awful work environment, trying my best.
I heard that the company I used to work for has been declining ever since and is now on the verge of bankruptcy. If I'd known it would turn out like this, I wouldn't have sacrificed so much for that company. Chiba sighed as he stared out the window. Then he saw something. Huh? Isn't that Uesugi, the deadweight employee? Chiba saw me walking with Anna and Momo.
Oh, you're right. He's with two women. But what do they see in a guy like that?
Seriously? Compared to me? Wait, what? Chiba suddenly realized something and shouted. Leaving a wide-eyed Miyoshi behind, he paid for his drink and ran out of the cafe. Hey, Uesugi! Whoa, Chiba? Long time no see. This isn't the time for pleasantries. Why are you with Momorin? Chiba's eyes locked on to a certain person.
Yoo-hoo! It's Momorin. But I retired from being an idol, so stop calling me that. Kippy?
After I quit the company, I found out that Momo had been part of the underground idol group Sailors and was known to fans as Momorin. The reason she was short on money a few years ago was that she spent it on stage costumes and studio rental fees. When I asked why she didn't tell me about her idol activities, Fine! Can I call you Momo-chan then?
I guess I'll allow that. Meow.
She didn't want me to know about her cutesy idol persona. This was the first time I saw Momo like this, but I totally understand why she'd want to keep it hidden. Even though she's retired, her dedication to keeping up the act is impressive. Wait, no! Why are you even with a guy like Uesugi, Momo-chan?
A guy like him?
That's right! Maybe you don't know this, but this guy was a deadweight employee! He barely did the minimum work and never worked overtime. There's no point in sticking with a guy who has no sense of responsibility. I'm way more valuable as a man than he is.
Shut it!
What?
I said, shut it, you fool!
Momo goes off on Chiba. Once Momo reaches her boiling point, she's terrifyingly fierce.
Who are you calling dead white, you idiot?
What? Bro?
That's right. Tadashi Uesugi is my big brother. My brother isn't like you. He's someone who takes action on his own. He's not lacking in consideration. You guys were just written off. Like brother, like sister, huh?
At some point, Miyoshi had appeared and was now glaring at Momo, her nose turned up.
Thinking it's okay to turn your back on the company is what proves you have no sense of responsibility. What did you say?
Calm down, Momo. So, what do you have to show for being loyal to the company? I heard the company is on the brink of bankruptcy.
That's...
I did the work the company expected of me. And I didn't feel any obligation to work beyond that, so I stuck to regular hours. That's all there was to it.
With that mindset, you'll never make it in any company. I don't know what you're doing now, but you must be living a pretty poor life, right?
I was about to respond when Anna stepped forward with a business card.
My apologies for the delay. I'm Anna Saijo, secretary to the president of LK Companies, Uesugi's business.
President? And LK Companies? You mean LK Market?
That's right. My personal website, LK Market, grew steadily through import and export sales and became a corporation. The employees are just me, Anna, and Momo, who joined a year ago. But by outsourcing to freelancers and prioritizing an excellent work environment, our business continues to thrive.
You might have seen Uesugi as a deadweight employee, but what you saw was only a part of him. Behind the scenes, Uesugi was taking risks and acting on his own to improve. He simply chose a path where he didn't rely on the company. There's nothing inherently right or wrong with that choice. Criticizing someone based on your own perspective is a mistake.
What the hell? If there's no right or wrong way to live, why do only you guys get to be happy? We deserve to be happy too.
That's right. We've been dedicated to the company all this time. How can they just throw us away like we're nothing?
Dedicated? No, you were just blindly following orders. If you couldn't quit, that's one thing, but if you stayed voluntarily, I don't feel sorry for you at all. If you really cared about the company, you would have come up with at least one plan to improve performance. From what I saw, you were just following orders and criticizing me for being out of place. You never thought for yourselves. And now you're paying for it. Happiness doesn't come to you just because you wait for it. You gave up on happiness the moment you left it to the company and took no action yourselves. It's too late to complain about it now. Oh, and don't expect me to help you. You called me a burden and inconsiderate. Surely you don't expect me to do you any favors now. Well, we're on our way to a meeting. If you have no more business with us, we'll be going. Leaving the two of them behind, we walked away together. Later, I heard that Chiba and Miyoshi ended up working for a sketchy company, exhausting themselves to the bone. It's normal to take the last train home here. What the hell is up with this company? Miyoshi even got sick and now has to go to the hospital regularly.
If you let yourself be controlled by the company, no number of bodies would be enough to keep up. Taking action to find happiness, huh?
I guess they finally learned that there are different ways to work and live. As for us, we were introducing Anna to my parents. This is Anna Saijo, my fiancé.
Nice to meet you. Tadashi has been taking great care of me.
Yes, after that, Anna and I realized we had mutual feelings and started dating shortly after.
I'm so glad you're happy, Tadashi. You've been through a lot.
Anna, thank you for staying by Tadashi's side. Please continue to take care of him.
Sacrificing yourself for a company or organization isn't necessarily noble. If you can't control your own life and rely on others, you'll never find true happiness. Let's keep supporting each other and find happiness together.
Yes, let's help each other out without pushing ourselves too hard.
We swore to live our lives together, recognizing each other's values and living proactively. That's what true cooperation is.